Hi everyone, it's Becky here from Ivy's Corner once again, here to do a little bit of tangling with you. I am going to be doing a new tangle today, a brand new tangle which was released at Zen Again 2025. I have just got back from there, well, not long been back from there, and I had an amazing time. I've written a blog post all about it, and I will link to it in the comments of this video. One of the tangles that was released at this Zen Again was a tangle called Coofia, which is a lovely kind of flowing organic tangle. It was actually named for I think it was named after Julie Willand, who is at Zentangle HQ. She's one of the staff members there. She's had a little baby girl, and one of her sons was calling the baby Coofia, and he's only little, and it was named for that. So nice little story behind it. So I'm going to show you how to draw this lovely new tangle. I'm not going to be drawing a string or anything. I'm going to move my pencil and my torsion just to one side for now, and I've got my Micron PN here. And I'm going to be drawing this tangle kind of diagonally up my tile like this. This is just a 2-inch square tile, which I've cut myself from some scrap paper that I had, some Fabriano Tiepolo paper. And I'll show you how to begin. So Coofia is a tangle which begins with the tangle with a stroke that looks a bit like the tangle fescue. So fescue is a nice kind of organic little tangle with a bit of ink on the end. I'll show you. I'm going to start down here, come up like this, and add a little bit of ink to the end, just there. And then the next thing, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be taking off from the bottom of this fescue and coming round this way. So curving our fescue round like so, with a little bit of ink. And then turning the tile slightly and just repeating that, alternating one side to the other. Like this, until you have a little chain of sort of fescue shapes, as long as you want them to go along. So I've got a number of little shapes there. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to add some tethered auras. So I'm going to start from inside this fescue here and come round, tether my aura down to the end, and then just repeat that a few more times like so. I'm going to turn my tile and then begin to do the same thing from this next shape here. I'm doing 3 at a time. You can see this one I've started all of my aura lines from in here, whereas this one I started them a little bit further along, and you can do either. I'll do a couple from that initial point and then another one from here. And you can see this is a kind of a really nice tangle that's starting to grow already. Like a little border tangle, kind of a vining sort of tangle. And once we've done that, we've got these lovely kind of like aura shapes that are travelling up the tile. So once we've done that on one side, we're going to, you can also add more than this, I've already done a few for each one. And then you can then start to kind of add these auras to kind of come from within these shapes here. So rather than just having these outer aura lines here, we can add more that kind of tuck themselves within. So I'm going to do a couple more coming out like this, and then just kind of start to bring them in until we fill that space there. And then likewise on this side, I've only got a space for a couple there, but you can add more if you want to kind of fill the space. You can kind of play it by ear a little with this one, which is really nice. Just filling the space with these lovely auras in whatever way works for you and your tile. Tethering our auras either end, like so. So you end up with this kind of organic sort of growing shape, which is a really fun shape. I'm going to just add another little one around here to finish this space off at the bottom, like so. And then when it comes to shading this tangle, it's really fun because you can sort of see where I always like tangles that have obvious places where things kind of tuck in underneath each other. It's always fun to shade them. And anywhere where these lines kind of converge or come together and look as if they're tucking in, going underneath each other, it's always a fun place to add lots of shading. So you can see here, I'm just kind of softening this shading in here and bringing it round, encouraging that graphite into the paper where I've placed it and then just gently moving it onwards. And then the other fun thing you can do is just to start to add a little more to the other side and give it kind of a rounded feel. So I'm just adding some to the other edge to kind of help it look like these different areas are, or this kind of tangle is sort of rounded and curved. Really fun. This is a super fun one to play with, and I'm looking forward to using it more in my tangles and my work as I go along. So here you have Coofia. I hope you enjoyed learning about this new tangle, brand new one from Zen Again 2025. Really fun one to play with. Let me know how you get on with it. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video and my channel. You can follow me on all the usual social media channels. And don't forget to leave comments and give me a tag in any work that you do following watching my videos. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.